Hi, my name is David Oludele, and I'm a market analyst and crypto content creator here on Huobi Global as a live streamer. Today, I'll be bringing you a simple overview of OBS Streaming Studio, which is an important software we use in live streaming here on Huobi. Basically, this video is brought to you by Huobi, and I hope you can actually have a lot to learn and take on while you continue your adventure as a streamer here on Huobi. Yeah. Right. So, without any further ado, I'll be introducing OBS streaming software to you. What is OBS Studio? OBS Studio is an open source software which is used for streaming on multiple platforms, helping to convey image, videos, and audio right to your audience of viewers wherever they are. It's on YouTube or platforms like Facebook, but because even platforms like Huobi also make use of OBS. Now, how you make the most of this software, you understand what this is about. And all of us have our stories. This is the reason why I'm going to be talking to you about my story. Basically, I started live streaming on Huobi August 2022, and it's been a whole lot of experience. Yeah, beginning from how I started off with the joy of starting to live stream, reaching out to people with my own perspective and structure around cryptocurrency, down to maybe being concerned about the quality. And of course, that's why you are here today, to understand how to make the best production of your video, quality one at the most, such that your audiences or viewers will have no reason other than to stay with you. So my story began with me live streaming, and I began to hear sounds on the ground, and I thought, oh, I would need to get some noise cancellation software or some tweak, which I attempted at that time but could not come up with something of great solution. And then maybe the environment, all of those were how I just couldn't come with producing quality video for a while. Honestly, it was a struggle. At the best, I would think maybe I should just get some good sounds on the ground. It was just gonna complicate the whole thing. Then fast forward 2023, I was still getting onto noise cancellation softwares, trying free versions, and of course at the point wanted to register for the pro version. And about doing that was when I got to Arch, or maybe I would say it's the jackpot, right? And yeah, I did. So that is what I want to teach you, so you can actually make it the best of your production, right? On Huobi and of course beyond. So just join me while we make this discussion right on this subject matter. Cool. Sorry about the notification. Basically, this is OBS software. I'll be walking you through the whole platform overview of it. Basically, I did mention earlier that this are for those who want to learn to stream on Huobi. Huobi platform, right? Huobi Crypto Exchange is a hub for you to, onboard and of course make do with crypto content that would reshape human. You have over 1 million people waiting to learn from you. Can actually become a live streamer. Why not? Hit up the description link and of course reach out, and then you can actually get onboarded right as a live streamer to over 1 million audience. Cool. That being said, I also want to say that it's important for me to let you know the basics of the whole interface. It looks quite complex. Let me start by closing the display capture, right? Yeah. Well, let me introduce OBS. This is already a set screen, but I will walk you through each compartment and then bring you up to the point where you can self-develop your own OBS Studio software. Now, upon installation, which of course you can get when you Google OBS Studio software, you would have the home page where you can download either the Windows version or the MacBook version. This is a Windows version, obviously. Similar utility, similar texture, but of course some little differences. And of course, ensure you download the 64 bits if your laptop uses 64 bits. We have a few minutes to go. Now, I want to use the what is it called? The window capture, so you can actually see the screen better. Yeah, basically you have this multi-layer interface. It's because I'm using the display capture. Right here where my cursor is, you have the control panel, you have in the scene transition by the by the side, audio mixer, then sources, then scenes. Basically, you can have more scenes, and all of these, right, have their own utility. Under the control, the start stream. Streaming is when you've actually set up your streaming settings, and then you can actually click on start streaming. I'm basically recording this, and that's why it's been recorded. And yeah, you have in the studio mode, which of course I would also click on. This is when you want to keep up with your live streaming. Sorry. All right. So yeah, this is what I'm sorry, I've got to turn that off. This is when you want to keep up with your live streaming, right? And then while you are keeping up with your live streaming, you want to ensure that you're having this scene where you have the preview, because I hope you can see the preview. Then you have this scene where you want to be transmitting to, right? All right. So that's the real program scene. So that's where we use studio mode. I hope that makes sense right there. Cool. Now I would want to bring it back, and it's also important for me to state, right, that when under the sources, when you've installed your software, you will not see all of them having content like this, like display capture text. No, they're all going to be blank, right? Literally, you would have to begin to add them. The plus button everywhere you see them is to begin to add source or add scene. When you click on plus, you have scenes or sources rather to add from, and each of them have their utility. I'm telling you, the basic one you need for streaming your own Huobi is a video capture, the audio capture, image, of course, audio output capture, sorry, video capture, audio output capture, image, audio input capture, and your window capture. The display capture I just added is because I want to show you the OBS software is not needed. The window capture, when you click on it, it takes you to the link, all right, that you've opened on your browser. What I opened last this morning, right, was me explaining how X, right, previously named Twitter, just got the license, right, and Rhode Island to for crypto, currency transactions and virtual currency, and that's why it's still right there, right? You can see the browser is Brave, so you can open your browser, and then you can just come to double click on the window capture, and then the browser will get displayed, and that's the best one I use myself. Either it's a slide you want to show, whatever it is you want to display. Window capture captures your window, I mean your browsing window. Basically, it can also capture your Telegram windows. It all depends on the window you want to transmit. Now back to what I'm saying, you add window capture and just audio input, audio output, image, which is for me the marker, the Huobi marker. You would see it right there when I click on image, right? You would see the marker is always, you can always see that when I click on that. Yeah, so it's right here. Let me bring it forward so you can see, bring it above the display capture pool. So you have that. That's the the ticker of the marker. Yeah, which we use for live streaming will be the original crypto live streaming platform. I hope that makes sense, right? Now, cool. So essentially, let me begin to walk you through the utility of setting up your audio, your sound, and of course onboarding your streaming softwares. Basically, if you have actually applied as a live streamer, you would apply for your streaming sessions, and when they are approved, you'll be given two things: your streaming key and your streaming address. Well, before I come to that point, I want to also start by saying, yeah, if you want to also live stream on other platforms like YouTube, it still boils down to the same thing. Quickly, I want to let you know that all of these sessions are not really necessary. When you have come to the point of onboarding every of these sources under the sources compartment, then can come to the point of saying, yeah, fine, we want to do some games with the audio. Click on the setting. That's where the whole thing begins and where it ends, and that's the setup we're taking you through. Come to the audio, and then you ensure that all of these settings are just like you're seeing them on your screen. I hope you all can see this very well. You have in the default, which of course will be for the desktop audio. Desktop audio 2 will be the speakers, right? I mean the inbuilt speakers. Then you have the mic auxiliary audio, which I disabled all of them. I only use these two, which is the desktop audio and the desktop audio 2. Essentially, right, the desktop audio is for amplifying my own voice, and this helps the the whole ecosystem of the the PC, right, to just find a way to just zone, in my own opinion, my voice and audio just onto what we are live streaming. It's as simple as that. And basically all of these settings are just going to come default, right, with your PC. You're going to find the meters, decay rate, fast, and all of those just like this. Just I hope you can see all of those. And it's simple. When you go through this, you can actually have these settings replicated because you have exactly the same sound. I'm not using anything called software noise cancellation. It's all the setting, right? Cool. Now when you have this whole thing like this, then you can now come to where your audio mixer is, and it's as simple. Well, if you're live streaming, look towards it. The bottom right corner, you see recording. You have 9 minutes. The recording has been almost 10 minutes, and then you have live. If I were live, you would see you would see a green color somewhere around here, around the 30 point FPS somewhere here, and you also have the minutes that it's been live here also to be live, and that implies that you can also be live and be recording at the same time. Sweet. Now back to what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can always, when you're sure about the settings of the audios, you can begin to come to each of these audio setting, each of them, from the audio input and the audio output capture are the ones you added in the sources. When you've done that, click on each of them, click on their filters, and add let me bring this yeah, so you can see better, and add what is called filters. These filters are going to be helping you. You will click on this. Sometimes you may not see it as big as that, and of course, as you just saw, I zoom this in by bringing my cursor around the edges. You make the whole window smaller. Then you add, when you click on add, you can add noise gate and noise suppression. These two I would like to plug in, or maybe two features or two help are necessary to help filter sounds for you. You add same filter to the audio capture, audio input capture, audio output capture, desktop, every one audio that you have right there. In fact, I've never added it right here. I only added one here. So I'm saying just adding just those numbers, and I've gotten so much result. And that's why I'm saying you can do this. So adding every filter to every audio audio part which you have within the audio mix. And when you've done that, you are cool already for your streaming. Everything's already wonderful and dope, I'm telling you. So I always have my live session under the studio mode, right? Because sometimes I want to turn camera on right here, like the video. I want to turn it on, I want to turn it off. It all depends on what feel. If the power is also available at that time, I also want to do that. So it all depends. And yeah, all of this scene, transitions, fade duration, they're all constant 800 milliseconds. It is, and it's the best. And so yeah, your scene, you just basically need one scene, but it depends if you want to be live streaming multiple times and you have two types of content. Maybe one scene is for crypto content. Yeah, this is going to be the description of what you want to use, or the other scene is going to be for, you want to call it scene 2. You can always create that, and you'll be adding the sources all over again. Maybe it's going to be for analysis, purely analysis, and just have those things there purely like that. So you have those things to help you have your whole analysis well defined. Now that being said, I've already introduced you to the setups as regards setting up your audio and setting up your your OBS with your resources. I click on this, I can just add my with video capture, which of course is my camera. I call it anything. I can call it webcam me, and I say okay, right? Then you have the camera when you turn on, and then it turns on, and then you click on okay. You already add that right there. Cool, isn't it? Now that being said, I think we can come back to our scene right here. I think it's obvious, and it's of course very simple. I hope y'all can see that. I hope y'all can understand what I'm doing. Well, we had to go to the other scene too, and of course I've not added the display capture there, so maybe it was a dark. Sorry about that, but this is just your way of setting it up. I hope this makes sense to you. We're going to be rounding up soon. Then here we've already introduced the noise cancellation to stream. When you click on settings again, I hope this captures this, right? Then you head over to your stream session. It's as simple. The output sessions are all default, but of course you can go through this, leaving it at 2500 kilobyte per second for the video bitrate, and then your audio bitrate at 160 is all same thing like that. I hope you all can see this. Now cool, now back to the stream. You click on custom. It might be on Twitch or YouTube RTMPS. You just have to click and switch it to custom, and then the server, and that's the streaming address, right? Which of course for Huobi is rtmp //livepage.payfreeapps.com live, and that's you copy this address, you keep there. The key displayed is quite some funny numbers, and of course alphanumeric. So you have you have in alphabet, and of course numbers, and of course figures or symbols rather, and then you have them there. There you go. When you're done, you can always reduce this if you need to. Click OK, then you click OK, then the settings are there, and all you want to do when you want to go live is to click start, which I will do here because I've already done the live stream. All right, if I click start, it might start, I'm not sure, but when you click start, it just goes starting, and I'll click start. Should we just do that? Please start. Let's see if it starts. There you go. it's starting, and there you see the minute already reading, and then you have the green already turned on. 559 strong network connection, green, cool. 10 seconds live, sweet, and then the recording yet already ongoing. That being said, if you want to also stop recording, it's simple. Just click on stop recording, and that's how everything stops. And I hope in this 15 minutes of discussion you've been able to learn how to make the most of OBS and get the best production here on Huobi. Join us again if you have not started live streaming. I hope to see you more. I remain your humble market analyst, like I always say. Also, shout out to Huobi for making us make this video for all potential live streamers out there and those who are already live streaming. Thanks and peace. Bye.